Have you been thinking about starting an LLC in Ohio? Maybe for a side business or something you're finally ready to take seriously? And then you open the state website and immediately think, yeah, this is a lot? If that sounds familiar, you're definitely in the right place. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to start an LLC in Ohio, step by step, in plain English. No legal jargon, no guessing, no bouncing between 10 different tabs. We'll cover naming your LLC, filing through Ohio's online system, the $99 state fee, registered agents, taxes, and one really nice Ohio-specific advantage that a lot of founders don't realize until later. And stick around until the end, because I'll also show you how to do all of this without spending your weekend wrestling with state forms. Quick intro if you're new here. I'm Bobby Casey, founder of BusinessAnywhere. We've helped thousands of entrepreneurs, U.S. residents, expats, and digital nomads set up U.S. companies 100% remotely. I've seen the smooth, stress-free setups, and I've seen the ones that turn into a mess. Let's aim for smooth. All right, so first things first. Why Ohio? Ohio is actually one of the most underrated states for forming an LLC. You've got strong business communities in places like Columbus and Cleveland. The filing fee is only $99, and here's the big one. Ohio does not require an annual report for LLCs. A lot of states hit you with a yearly filing and a yearly fee just to keep your LLC active. Ohio doesn't. That alone makes it appealing if you want something simple to maintain long-term. Let me give you a quick example. Jordan runs a small marketing agency based in Ohio. His clients are spread out across the U.S., and he briefly considered forming in Delaware or Wyoming because, that's what everyone talks about. But once he realized Ohio had a lower filing fee and no annual LLC report, he kept it simple and formed locally. Less hassle, fewer ongoing tasks. All right, let's walk through how you actually do this. We'll start with your LLC name. In Ohio, your LLC name has to include Limited Liability Company, LLC, or LLC at the end. So, no, you can't just call it Midwest Media. It needs to be Midwest Media LLC. Before you get attached to a name, you'll want to search the Ohio Secretary of State's business database to make sure it's available. And quick side note here. Also check your domain name, social handles, and trademarks. The state approving a name doesn't mean someone else isn't already using it somewhere else. Ohio also lets you reserve a name for up to 180 days if you're not quite ready to file yet. The reservation fee is $39, totally optional, but helpful if you're coordinating timing or waiting on partners. All right, next up, your registered agent, or as Ohio calls it, your statutory agent. This is the person or company that receives legal documents, and you can be your own agent if you live in Ohio, but just know your address becomes public record. That's why a lot of founders choose a professional registered agent service. It keeps your personal address private and makes sure nothing important gets missed. Okay, now we're at the step where things become official, filing your articles of organization. In Ohio, this is done using Form 610, and you'll submit it through Ohio Business Central, which is the state's online filing system. The filing fee is $99, and online filing is usually the fastest option. You'll list your LLC name, business address, statutory agent details, and whether your LLC is member-managed or manager-managed. For most solo founders or small teams, member-managed is the simplest choice. Once the state approves it, your Ohio LLC officially exists. All right, moving on. Next up is your EIN. Your EIN, or Employer Identification Number, is basically your business's federal ID number. You'll need it to open a business bank account, hire employees, and file federal taxes. The good news is it's completely free and you get it directly from the IRS. Most banks will ask for your approved formation documents, EIN letter, and usually an operating agreement, which brings us to the operating agreement. Ohio doesn't require you to file an operating agreement with the state, but you absolutely want one. This document explains who owns the LLC, how decisions are made, how profits are split, and what happens if something changes later. Even for single-member LLCs, it helps prove your business is legitimate, especially to banks. All right, let's touch on taxes. Depending on what your business does, you may need to register for state or local taxes. If you sell taxable products, sales tax may apply. If you hire employees, you'll need employer registrations. Now, here's one of the best parts about Ohio ongoing compliance. Ohio does not require an annual report for LLCs. You still need to keep your statutory agent active, Update the state if your business info changes and file whatever taxes apply. But there's no yearly LLC filing just to stay in good standing. To start an LLC in Ohio, you choose a name, optionally reserve it, appoint a statutory agent, file your articles of organization through Ohio Business Central for $99, create an operating agreement, get your EIN, open a business bank account, and handle any tax registrations that apply. Then you stay compliant without an annual report hanging over your head. We'll form your Ohio LLC for free. You only pay the $99 state filing fee. We include your first year of registered agent service at no extra cost, help with your EIN and operating agreement, and even provide a legitimate U.S. business address if you need one. So if you want the simple, done-for-you setup, check out BusinessAnywhere. The link's in the description. And before you go, let me know in the comments, are you forming in Ohio or comparing Ohio with another state like Pennsylvania or Michigan? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.